Okay, back here with another training camp video. This time we're doing Tua. I think that there's some interesting stuff from Tua. I do think that there are, again, some nuggets here. I'm looking for these. For the frustrating thing of training camp videos is I do have to basically I only actually make videos on about half of the ideas I have because it's really difficult to actually get enough stuff that I feel like is worth making a video out of. But I do feel like I found enough little nuggets that I can make a video about Tua. Some interesting stuff here. And so, without further ado, I can just get into it. We'll start things off with this play. So I've circled Tua in yellow. He's the one in the middle of the field, the quarterback, obviously. And then you're gonna have a receiver basically just run a quick curl route. That's the way that this drill is designed. It's very basic, not too fancy. And there's going to be something I like about this play and something that I don't love on this play, but again, this is practice. I'm not freaking out over it. Basically, watch how right when this ball is snapped, you notice that Tua, basically the second that his receiver is cutting, he is into throwing motion. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to get this timing down. They want him to be throwing the ball the second that the player cuts. You could argue you want to do it earlier, but I really don't think that's too smart because you don't know exactly how much separation they're going to get. I kind of like this idea a little better. So this way, if it turns out a defensive back makes a good break on it, you can make a different decision. The thing I don't love about this play is that the throw isn't very hard, but again, that might even have been part of the drill of like, hey, don't worry about, getting it there quickly, just trying to, throw it there. Also, I think in practice, it's just natural to not get it there as quickly because you don't have to. So I think that's just some natural things there. So again, if this was in a game, I wouldn't love it, but it's not. So I'm not freaking out. I debated whether even bringing it up, to be honest, because it's not really a big deal. I also think that you just look around, you can find him making some good throws just in isolation. Like this one, you see him be able to make it with pretty far down the field, gets a pretty accurate throw. Again, there's not too much more to add there. But like on this one, I like this one a lot because you see that, again, this is going to be another accurate throw to 19 right there. But what I really like about it is how 19 is at full speed. So, some of these other ones are kind of just like, they're just sort of just getting timing down, not really doing too much, which I think makes sense for a rookie. You want to really focus on that timing, especially with someone who's probably not going to start right away. I think it's important. But what I also like is, just basically getting him up to getting Tua up to NFL speed is very important. But what I also like is just how he is able to, on this play, how he's able to sort of bomb it in there, how they're sort of speeding things up a little bit, which I think is important. I think this is equally as important to getting into NFL speed, and he's doing a very good job right there. You also have a footwork Joe a little bit right here where, he fakes to the outside and is able to throw it down. I like the footwork on that one for sure, how he's able to, turn those hips. I think a lot of people talk about his hips about how, that was obviously the injury, but I think that he does, it looks pretty good. I think I'm not too concerned about the injury after seeing that. He's turning his hips and having good footwork better than a lot of guys currently in the NFL in general. So I'm not too concerned about that whatsoever. I think if you want to say you have some concerns about, some of the, slower pace a little bit, like I think this play you can make that argument where, Tua's the one, and again, there's two quarterbacks there. Tua is the one that is left-handed. That makes things a little bit easier. He's the one in the black circle as well. I actually was thinking, like, I think this is actually kind of a big advantage to having a left-handed quarterback, just because you can run practice drills at the same time. You can have them stand like that. Just makes things a lot easier. You don't have to have someone trying to throw to the opposite side. You can just makes practice a lot easier. So Tua, even if he doesn't end up being the star quarterback they want him to be, I'm sure he has plenty of years as just being a guy who can be a third stringer because it makes the practice drills more easy. But on this play, you're going to notice that he does kind of throw a little bit behind his receiver a little bit. His receiver kind of slows down to make the catch. There was a little bit of that. So that's basically just what they're going to do in practice. So try to get that off, try to get the timing down, have him throw it further, have him throw it, close, more of some of what I showed you earlier of trying to get up to that NFL speed. Clearly, that's what they're really working for with Tua. I think that that's important. I think that they're doing a pretty good job of it, and I suspect that they will continue to do things like that. One more little clip I want to show. I fully realize that right here, there's a very pointless black circle over Tua. I'm pretty sure you all are fully aware that the one guy in frame is Tua on this play. The reason why I just have a black circle is I like to always make sure I have some sort of like circle or graphic of some sort on the screen, just so you guys know that your computer didn't or whatever you're watching it on didn't freeze. That I actually paused it. I think that's why I always do that. Makes things trying to make it as good of a visual experience as I possibly can. But what I like about this play, the reason why I wanted to show this one as well, is it's going to be a very quick drop and then throw. He's not going to hold on to the ball for very long. I feel like he does this pretty well, although he does have a bit of a high throw. I actually didn't think it was that high of a throw. I thought the receiver was a bit dramatic in going up and getting it. Could have probably made the catch without jumping, but, a bit high. But at the same time, again, it's the footwork that I'm really concerned about here. His footwork looks fantastic. I think he's, definitely looks like he's recovered from his injury. It's crazy to think that, in a situation where this has been career-ending injuries for so long for plenty of people, but he seemingly is back and just as good as he ever has been. Just kind of goes to show how far we've advanced, with modern technology, with medical advancements. It's a great thing, and, thank God it seems like he's going to be able to play to his highest capabilities. But yeah, I mean, so for my overall thoughts on Tua, I guess I'll say one of my biggest takeaways was just how tiny he is. He definitely looks small out there. I know he's 6 feet. I know there's been other quarterbacks who are, his height. He just looks small. I don't know if he's skinnier than some of these other guys too or what, but he does. He looks small, and maybe it's just the left-handed too. Just kind of, it doesn't look natural because you're used to seeing things happen with a right-handed throw, so that just kind of factors in a little bit, I think. But also, I mean, there's not too much you can take away from practice footage, especially when it's not like you have the whole practice. You kind of just have to go with what I've seen. But yeah, I think from what I've seen, there's definitely a few throws that I feel like, maybe not quite up to NFL speed just yet, is what I would say from what I've seen. Might need a little bit more practice. But again, they might just be saying, hey, we're going to take our time with Tua. We have basically an extended training camp, because unless Fitzpatrick gets injured, you can just be a backup. And even if Fitzpatrick gets injured, they might just put Rosen in and say, you know what, we're going to keep you as a backup. We're not going to be too concerned about about trying to, if we lose Fitzpatrick, we're cool with maybe not having our best quarterback in there because we want to make sure that you can have a great future. It would also probably just depend on how long into the season it is. But yeah, again, back to Tua. I think this is actually very promising. Yes, he's not quite up to NFL speed yet, I don't think, but the fact that his footwork is what it is, the fact that his hip rotation seems to be what it is, those are the concerning things, and he clearly looks like he can play. That's what I was concerned about, and I feel very confident because of, his footwork and because of his, the things that I was more concerned about in the past, about the injury. Seems like he's made a full recovery, which is good. And that's the important thing. So yeah, that's what I think of Tua's injury, or Tua's training camp. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, it's a little bit different than my typical videos, but you know what? We have 2 weeks left before the season starts. Not a ton to talk about. There's no preseason, so I kind of got to work with what I have. But you guys seem to be enjoying these, so I'm going to keep making them. Because they are kind of interesting. I'm not going to try to make too many of these, but if I can find some fun things in there, I'm going to keep making them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.